Welcome to Love Them Knives, Love Their Knives channel. Yes, we do love them knives, and we've got the drop bear. Yeah, baby, the drop bear with the clutch lock, with the Nebula fat carbon, and the drop bear's just been very, very popular. But guess what we got today? S45VN. S45VN. Okay. It's interesting because Kizer's been doing 4V, 3V, a 20 CV, 154, all kinds of stuff they've been working with. So this is good. This is good. I don't think I've seen a Kizer out in Magnica recently. So maybe there's another one that they could be doing, but S45, okay. I'm good with S45. I like it. You know what? Let's see if this good old S45, okay. All right. Seems like it's got a good factory edge on it. No question about that. And let's shove everything around on the desktop here. Okay, let's weigh it up. I like these. It would be interesting if these would be 3.5, 3 3/4. I mean, just for one, do one of them as an XL. You know what I'm saying? 3.5 ounces. Okay. 99 grams. It's pretty lightweight. Okay. It's pretty lightweight. And you know what? No, it's not 3.5 or 3 3/4 inch blade. No, it's not. It's a 3 and a 7, okay? So 3 being that it won't hold on here. 3 being not quite, about 77 millimeters, and overall 17.7 centimeters, okay? Right there. 3.5 ounces. It's a nice design, and they've done a lot with the drop bear, haven't they? Open design, looks like skeletonized liners on it. Pocket clips, interesting. You know what? I think yeah, it's not magnetic. Okay, so I think that's a titanium, pocket clip. As you can kind of see, that's most likely titanium the way that's done. But right and left hand tip up carry. Okay. A nice blade shape. Kind of almost a traditional, maybe kind of blade shape you would have seen in the 1960s and 70s on like a Barlow type knife or something, a little bit. So it does kind of harken back in a vintage kind of way, but it's got a lot of jimping up here. So you can get right up on here. Nice little breakaway. I guess you could strop and sharpen this up without doing too much. Yeah. And then the clutch lock is nice, right? Because you can move this stuff around. And I take a look at the sub 3 BOK knife that I reviewed recently, and here it is. Sub 3 OBK knife, okay? There's a sub 3 OBK. I did a full disassembly on this on the clutch lock. This will be the exact same as the drop bear, okay? And so the sub 3 is a sub 3-inch. This is a 3-inch, so this is a little larger than the sub 3. Let's get this out here. See this? Okay. But they're not too far off, are they? Not too far off. Actually, it's amazing. I think this is a 7. Actually, I think the blade's a little shorter, and it is. It's like a 2.85. But overall, it's over 7 inches, a little bit over 7 inches, where this one, if you see, this is not, I mean, this is right at 3, so it's just a little bit longer blade, but just a skosh shorter than the sub 3 OBK. So, okay, I mean, pretty close, right? And they're both clutch locks, and this one's very fidgety, and this one is a Vanguard. Okay, so this is, 154 cm. It's less expensive than this one with the S45 and the Nebula. Okay, so if you're looking to get a clutch lock, you might want to try, and you want a 3-inch or sub 3-inch blade, then try that sub 3 OBK. But here, yes, this is premium edition here, and it comes in this box, and here's what it says on the end. Okay, it's an Azo design, of course. Nebula, clutch lock. They're saying 2.97, so technically they're saying it's under 3, and probably to meet with certain local restrictions and stuff like that, ordinances and stuff, and you got a microfiber cloth, etc. in here with a little paperwork. This is where the knife goes. These are some stickers. And of course, there's extra Omega springs and some hardware. I didn't get extra Omega springs in the Vanguard of the sub 3 OBK, so that's okay. But of course, this is a premium edition, etc., etc., so maybe so. And then again, probably means they'd probably fit. So if you got a clutch lock from Kizer with Omega springs, they're probably universal. But yeah, check down below the one of the sub 3, and that disassembly will show you exactly how this clutch lock comes apart and goes together, which is great because you can take this off and this off. It's a 3-piece pivot, but you still leave your pivot pin in place. You're just taking this cap and this cap off. You can just pull the scales. Boom, boom. And so really, this would be interesting if Kizer came out with a bunch of different scales. And maybe they have, I just haven't checked, but I don't know that they have. And it would be interesting because it'd be super easy to shift scales on these, right? Super easy, right? Because this, you have a number 8 and a number 8. Boom, boom. Scale comes right off right here. On this side, the only thing, yeah, you got to have the 2 little screws from the pocket clip. But that's it, right? That's it. It'd be easy to shift those. Okay? So, lightweight, small, easy carry, comfortable though, still get all my fingers on here, palm swell, that kind of finger choil, etc., etc. It's solid. The lockup feels solid on here, but it's super easy, fidgety in the hand, and not that fat either. 12.8 and just a ½ inch, right? So not overly fat. And here, let me see what we got. And let's get on this side of it. Okay, about 3 millimeters, 2.6. It's under 3. Okay, nice and slicey, sharp out of the box. Interesting, it's got kind of a black coated blade. Doesn't really need it because S45VN's got plenty of chromium in it. Should stay. But, with this Nebula finish and everything and the black hardware, it probably is a better look for it than if it was, then this was stonewash with silver hardware. So, depending on your taste, but yeah, usually I don't go for the black hardware, black blade, but in this case, I think with the Nebula, it looks better. I think it does, to tell you the truth. So, and the liners are not nested, okay? They're right there, okay? They're skeletonized, and that's nice. That reduces the weight, but ceramic bearings, it swings so nice, okay? So Kizer's got a good drop. It's got good action. There's no play in the detent here, and that's solid as well. But so easy to deploy, but just not going to be out there in people's faces. It's going to be fairly discreet type carry. So which is good, you know. This would be easy to take around, pretty much do most of the cutting things that you need to get done regardless. And I like the fact that they're doing things with different steels. Okay, so that'd be cool. Let's see if they get into Magna Cut. Maybe not. I don't know if there's a big advantage to doing that. But they've done some 4B and this and that. So, okay, that's good. And, you know, S45, I'm good with that too. So, yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. And you know what? These are not, well, let me see if I got any inflammation on it because maybe I do. Drop bear, okay. 209. So, I mean, if you can catch these on White Mountain and they're around 2, then it'd be like $180, right? All in. So you're not, you know, you're not, yeah, I printed this out earlier, obviously. But delivery time, February 25th. Well, you got it now, don't you? If you got in on this. Ball bearing system, S45, 3D reversible clip. Okay, Nebula, etc., etc. Here's your pause and read, 7.15, overall length, etc., etc. Scratch resistant DLC coating. And I think they were saying, hey, you can check it out, you know, see what you think, but it's pretty damn scratch resistant on that blade. So I'll believe them. Okay, entire blade and pocket clip are the DLC coated. Okay, good, good. So yeah, things are getting so expensive these days. It's not unusual to see something in the $450, $550, $600 range. So when you can catch these right at or under 200, that's a pretty good deal. Especially I like this fat carbon stuff. I think that's cool. Maybe it's a little out there for some of you guys. I don't know. To me, no. I think it keeps it interesting, and this is pretty tough stuff, right? So it's not going to scratch up or look crappy, this and that. And of course, this isn't either. So this ought to look good for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And they're solid. I'm liking Kizer. Their fit and finish is good too. So the Kizer line overall, I've been messing with them since 2015, 16, something like that. So not 10 years yet, but close to that. And you know, I've liked their knives. Whether it was the Megatherium or whether it was something by Daryl Ralph, he did the gun hammer. I mean, you've had all kinds of designers working with Kizer. And so, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. Feels good in hand. Drop bear. Yeah. I think I've got another one over in my Kizer box. You know, I mean, I got a K box, so it's like Kizer, Kansas, blah, 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 blah. You know, Kunwu, whatever. And so, Kizer, they just keep hitting it, don't they? With a lot of different collaborative designers. So, I'm happy with them. And just sheepdog, all kinds of stuff they've been doing, right? And they just make a nice drop shutty, good quality knife, and it feels good in the hand. So yeah, and then this jimping up here, I think they're pretty sturdy, usable, long-term carry, and I think you'll be happy with it. I know I am. Now, I don't like everything they make, but I choose among all the brands and everything and the models, etc., etc. But Kizer keeps surprising me with how consistent they are in their quality and how fidgety they are. They really, these last couple of years, it's just so strange. Some little magic trick they've been doing because they've all been really fidget friendly, but great users, and they're not that expensive, thank God. Thank God for small favors. And Vanguard, I love their Vanguard series, right? Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, take care. We do love them knives. You guys, stay sharp.